While other 17-year-old girls are hanging out with their friends or shopping at the mall, Lucy Briggs is playing with power tools.
Nail gun and a stationary saw.
And building her very own home.
When you create something, you see all the materials and resources that go into it, and you have more of a consciousness of what it takes to build a house.
But this is no ordinary house. It's a tiny house, the nationwide trend that has dwellings like these popping up just about everywhere.
It takes very few materials to build and a lot less energy to heat and power.
The New Vista senior fell in love with the concept a few years ago, and now she's part of the tiny house revolution.
My goal is to have the house completely livable with electricity and plumbing, and eventually I want to make the house completely off the grid. Solar panels and maybe collect rainwater, but I want to have it so that there's as little footprint as possible.
So how tiny is a tiny house? Well, let's give you an idea. It's about 8 feet across, 16 feet deep.
A lot of people are definitely skeptical because it's kind of a radical idea to live in a space that's a lot of times is as big as someone's room.
Lucy's dad, Mark Briggs, says he was one of those skeptics, but now sees great value in living small.
Not get into debt to buy a new house or have a big rent payment. Live with minimal means, and it gives you more money and freedom to do other things.
Lucy's dream house is still under construction, but when it's finished, she plans to take her home on the go.
Thought this would be perfect for living in college when it's just one person, and you can take it wherever you want.
I was just saying, she's going to pick that up and take it to college. That's so smart.
So much better than a dorm room, let's be real.
Right, and she's actually spending her own money on this.
That's right. She spent about $2 grand so far, but you know, like any good project these days, she has a Kickstarter campaign going, so if you want to help her out, she's trying to get to about $4 grand. And I just got to tell you, Molly, I'm a short person, I'm very tiny, and it's a very tiny house. I think you'd have to maybe like stoop down.
I think so. You can't see it, but she's actually standing on a box right now.
Just so I can see your eyes.
I'm Avatar, as Lionel calls me. All right, thanks, Kristen. Well,